Alright, so I just got a surprise dropped off at my door. Nothing I expected, but this particular sneaker, I didn't plan on getting my hands on it because the first version just sold out so quickly, and I haven't been able to find my size, and there's a second version coming out. Figured the same thing was gonna happen. But the good folks at Saucony sent me over a gift, and Christmas came a little bit early. So today, we're checking out the Starcow and Saucony ProGrid Omni 9 Armor. Let's get into it. What's going on, everybody? It's Mike from the Sneaker History Podcast, and we are back with another video. Guys, thank you so much for joining. I really do appreciate you guys, and I am super excited for this video. Super pumped about this one. And it's gonna keep going along with our theme, which I don't think I've actually discussed in the last video, but the theme of December is, I guess, a holiday shopping, buying guide. And I'm not saying go buy all these sneakers, but I know if you're anything like me, who has myself, my son, my wife, one of my brothers, there's definitely a sneakerhead, or maybe the beginnings of a sneakerhead, someone who just likes shoes in your family. You're like, what in the world, do I buy them? So if I can help in any way, I'm gonna show a lot of different things from a lot of different brands over the course of the month. Probably the most content I'm gonna put out over the year is gonna be in this month because I wanna show as many things as possible. And with that being said, guys, this shoe we're looking at today is something that I wanted to get. Like I said, I didn't think I'd be able to, but the good folks over at Saucony sent over a pair. So Saucony, Jason, I appreciate you guys. But today we're looking at the Saucony and Starcow ProGrid Omni 9 Armor. And super excited. If you guys hadn't known or hadn't recognized, the Saucony ProGrid Omni 9 has been one of the best selling sneakers of the year. It has been one of the most popular sneakers of the year, that mesh runner. But if you guys listen to the last episode of the Sneaker History Podcast with Nick and I talking about some of these December releases, one of the things we talk about is them ditching just the mesh and synthetics and giving you some great materials on these runners, these Y2K style runners. And that's what Saucony's been doing. I feel like they've been really the first to really take it over the top with the really nice materials on these, again, traditional just mesh and synthetic runners. And that's what's done here. Now, again, this is the second iteration of the Starcow and Saucony partnership. The first one was another ProGrid Omni 9, and that one's a little bit brighter, a little bit more eye-catching. But something they share is the affinity for the military style colors. You saw in the last one really forest greens, yellows, the oranges we're gonna talk about. But this one goes into the other side of the coin. So this one's not as eye-catching per se, but this sucker is built to last, and that is something right in time. I mean, what, December 22nd, is that the first day of winter? Well, these come out on December 12th, so we're gonna early look today, unless you live in Paris, where they did come out already. But this pair comes out December 12th here in the States on Saucony's website. And guys, oh my gosh, this is a great looking shoe. But before we get into it, you know, Saucony does a great job with their packaging, especially when it comes to their collaborations. So first things first, it is going to share similar style box as the last Starcow collaboration. Is going to have that tiger camo. Again, something that Starcow is known for is their use of military style colors and design. So you're going to get that, again, that tiger style camo with the Saucony and Starcow branding in the front, done up in kind of like this orange, I guess. Yeah, orange is the color we're going to go with. Now, as we get into the shoe, this one, again, it's just done so well. Saucony is known for quality. They don't let that slip. Everything they've been releasing, quality, everything they do. Now, first things first, we're gonna look at the base layer of the sneaker. It is gonna be done up in Cordura fabric, which is gonna be water resistant, not waterproof, but water resistant, abrasion resistant, tear resistant. So, as I named off those three things, guess what? That's meant to be taken outside, meant to be, you know, really getting down and dirty with these. And again, for the winter time, these are perfect because I live in Texas, South Texas, and we don't get the crazy weather all the time. It happens sometimes, but for those who live in crazier climates and still want to wear sneakers, hey, you know what? This shoe looks like it will, you know, most likely pass the test of getting you through the day without coming home in just a soggy mess. So definitely like the use of Cordura fabric. But also you'll notice, let me get some other difference we're gonna see. I grabbed the Shape Tips pair as well. But look at the mud guard here. So the mud guard here is going to be, looks like a really thick synthetic, almost like a rubber, we feel like, going across the toe box here. And we're gonna get all the way across into the medial side of the sneaker. So you see how thick that is? Very thick, very rugged. And if you look at the, you know, regular pairs, normal pairs, I have another pair up there as well, is not as thick and rugged. So you see they are replacing pieces to make sure this sneaker can outlast the elements. So you see they're making big changes there. Now another thing we're gonna see is gonna be a replacement again of those synthetics on the webbing that we're gonna get on the sneaker going up towards the toe box. These are done up in a really thick cut suede. You're gonna see that here. Colorway, I really like this. I mean, it's one of those things it's a monotone color, but the way they layered the material gives it a depth and lets it pop, which is using really the same color and maybe a little different different hues of the same color. Does that make sense? If it didn't, I'm sorry, but you guys know where I'm coming from. But different variations of the same color. There we go. Now, we get that suede here, and I'm guessing it is weather resistant as well, weather treated. But it didn't say anything in the description, but with the way they're promoting this sneaker as the armor sneaker, really being able to take care of the elements. I mean, you saw the promo pictures of this thing dug halfway into a hole in the sand. So again, assuming that all of these things are going to be at least some degree of weather resistance. Now we get up to the bottom of the eyelets here. You're going to have, again, that same suede, but this was going to have a Saucony logo in there. And as we get to the eyelets, another big difference. So first thing, we're going to look at the original pair. Very light, almost kind of like this, just very light synthetic, kind of, you know, really thin, breathable, perfect for like summer, spring, right? But we get into the eyelets here, and they replace that synthetic, that kind of lighter material with what they call a KPU, which is going to be, I think, a sturdier, again, more abrasion resistant, more weather resistant version of TPU. So KPU is what they called it in the description, and it's super thick. I mean, these laces aren't going anywhere. These bad boys are here, and I love it. Again, providing you just really sturdy, really just aggressive style sneaker here. Now, the laces I put in were an extra set. These are gonna be the orange laces. I took out the originals that it came with, and there was a lot of laces, guys. I think this was it. Yeah, I think these. Sorry guys, I'm looking through like 2 boxes of laces here. Yeah. So these would originally came with. Not a bad color. It's kind of this mixture of sand and almost has like a hint of olive green to it. But I wanted more pop, and I wanted to use that same orange we're getting on the Starcow and Saucony branding you're seeing right here, and really replicate that the laces. And I had to. And the way they show this sneaker in the advertisements does have the orange laces, so it just, when I saw it, it popped immediately, so I wanted to do the same thing here. Now, these laces are going to be oval laces, but there's a mixture, so we saw those other kind of olive looking ones were oval as well. But we have, you want flat laces? Jeez, they're everywhere, guys. I've used them to take the pictures for the shoe. But we're going to have our flat orange laces here. We're going to have some darker olive oval laces as well. Along with, oh geez, there's more of them here. We're gonna have a flat olive lace, so pick your poison. There are enough laces here for days. And just here, I think I realized I need to set up a lace box because I don't wanna just keep them all in a shoe box. Who knows if there's another shoe I can use them for. I need to go ahead and set aside laces because I keep getting shoes with lots of variations, and this one was at 5 laces available in one shoe. Insane. But I love it. I love having the options, and that's what collaboration is supposed to have. Those extras, those additional items, just to make it, you know, feel like I got something more. So I like that. So the tongue itself is going to be made mostly of the Cordura fabric, but on top where we get our tongue tack is going to be a short-haired suede here, and then we're going to get a longer-haired suede where we saw that Saucony and Starcow co-branding there. Now behind that, let me get the paper out of the shoe. We're going to have a bit of a, again, that sand, that olive, like a drop of olive in the sand color is going to be a kind of an open cell mesh inside the sock liner here you're going to see, and that's going to bring us to our insole, which is going to replicate the pattern on the box. So like I said, it's kind of like this forest camo, tree camo. Yeah, this is more of a tree camo here in the insole with, of course, the, again, the Saucony and Starcow branding here. And nothing really special about the insole, just a light foam. So if you want to replace those, go for it. I just love the fact that it is a custom, where to have the actual, you know, the design in it that's going to match along with the box we got. Now, if we go back to the outside of the sneaker, you're going to see it is going to have a Saucony branding done up in that KPU material. But on the flip side, we're going to have a suede Saucony branding here. It is going to have more suede backing behind it, more of a web for some containment. But that real containment, real protection comes, again, on the lateral side with more of that KPU webbing done up in a darker sand color. Now, as we go to the back of the sneaker, again, we're going to see lots more of the Cordura fabric. We're going to have more of that KPU that's going to be a protection around the ankle collar here, that Cordura branding, and of course, you're going to have your Omni 9 branding right here done up on the lateral side of the heel. On the inside or medial side is going to have just a suede patch there, no branding there on this side. And you're going to have a different color Cordura, and it almost like has a shiny effect here on the ankle collar that's right behind that KPU. It's going to be done up, and again, that darker sand almost has that olive look to it. You're going to have a synthetic patch with the Saucony branding logo done up in a sand color that has that grid branding as well there, because it is going to be the grid cushioning, and more ProGrid branding here done up in orange. And I love the little bits of orange that give this shoe a pop. I know, again, we're looking at a lot of the same color, but the way they did this with the different materials, the different shades of the same color, there it is, shades. Why in the world can I get that word earlier? Shades of the same color. They make the shoe, again, a lot more depth, a lot more, I don't know what's the word I'm looking for there. Just cooler looking over, you know, that's, I mean, that's a very lamest way of saying it, but it's just cool looking the way they did it. Now we're gonna get to the midsole. Here's gonna be a mixture of, again, these kind of darker browns, olive type color, sand color, again, different hues of that sand. And we're gonna have our EVA midsole here. It's going to contain the grid technology where the cushion is going to, you know, where you're getting the cushioning from. And you're going to have your torsion bar that's going to peak up around the lateral side here and a medial side. And when we get to the outsole, it's going to have, again, those same mixture of colors with your same traction pattern you're getting from all your ProGrid Omni 9s here. And again, it's just really cool. I love the way they put that, looks like screws on the inside, like they just kind of put it together. And that's what all of them, they do it with all of them. And I think that's just a cool little touch. It just looks really just rugged and looks just different than what you typically see. Now this sneaker is gonna fit true to size, but a little bit on the narrow side. So I'm trying to get more concise in these sizings for you. So true to size lengthwise, but because it is, you guys can see it, it is gonna be one of those more slender runners. I think if we had a scale from narrow to wide, it's gonna be leaning more to the narrow side. So definitely try these on. I got an email, Foot Locker. I don't think they're selling this pair, but they are selling a ProGrid Omni 9. So if you're close to a Foot Locker and you want to try them on before you try to buy this pair so you get the right size, go try them on. Unless you're near a Saucony store or maybe a boutique that sells a ProGrid Omni 9. But I know for sure now Foot Locker is selling kind of the GR color. So try them on so you get the best size for you first. But again, I go true to size and I don't have a wide foot, so these fit me perfectly with my normal size 10. But these are going to be available, I want to say, is it $160? I'll put the price on the screen if I'm wrong. And they're going to be available on December 12th. So that is 9 days from when I'm recording this video. So keep an eye out for them on the Saucony website. I'm sure there are going to be other places as well that are going to have these. So keep an eye out for all your local sneaker boutiques. I know those are usually the ones that get them. So let me know what you think about this sneaker down below. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Leave me a comment. Until next time, see ya.